What are some of the most useless things here in Brawl Stars today in the year of 2023? Now, this is not to be mistaken as a negative towards Brawl Stars or anything like that. It's unrealistic to expect a game being alive as long as Brawl Stars to not have some things that have lost its usefulness over the years based on changes to the game. While on top of that, in my opinion, things that might have lost their usefulness to a certain degree have some of the most potential when it comes to fun changes in Brawl Stars in future updates. A revamping to any of these here today, I think would be a major highlight in any update in Brawl Stars. So our very first useless thing here in Brawl Stars has been memed to death at this point if you've been playing Brawl Stars for a good while. And that is some of the rewards on the trophy road. Not in the beginning, but namely the very end. I mean, I think we can all agree what's on the screen right now is kind of funny. The accomplishment that some people have appointed the end of Brawl Stars or beating the game. 50,000 trophies, the end of the trophy road. If you have managed to obtain this prestigious milestone, you will be awarded 80 credits. Half of the price of the lowest rarity in the entire game, a rare brawler. Now, like I said before, the usefulness of the end of the trophy road has been memed on quite extensively here now because it's actually been like this for quite some time, pre this last update and post, before we got this big change to the way that we unlock brawlers. And in some aspects, it makes sense. The whole purpose of the trophy road is to give new players a good sense of progression in the beginning of the game, where they are rewarded for their efforts of pushing trophies, and the progression on the trophy road in the beginning is phenomenal. I think we really can see its value ever since this last update, getting things such as once you obtain 3,000 trophies, you get 920 credits. And this really good progression here lasts all the way up until the points that you achieve 10,000 trophies. The last big credit drop of 920, whereas then the trophy road continues to be just a waffling of every 1,000 trophies getting a credit amount under 100. We can see 80s popping up, and then it flip-flops in between 25 and 80. Every 1,000 trophies that we see, we have 80, 80, then 25, and 80 there, 25, 80, 25, 80, 25, until 50,000. No real crazy differences from 10,000 trophies all the way to 50,000, basically making the trophy road extremely stagnant when it comes to progression past that point, to the point where I feel like once you unlock a new reward, when you're up at these ranks, just feels like, oh, I got this. Now, of course, the memed on thing, 80 credits for 50,000 trophies. When you're at this point in Brawl Stars, you're pretty much so at endgame, where it should be assumed, unless you are insane at the game, that you have almost all the brawlers unlocked and really high leveled, if not already maxed out. In my ideal world, I would love if the trophy road, at the very least, the final reward, the 50,000 trophies, to have some sort of unique item that would impress the end game players who don't necessarily need progression, in the realm of like maybe a skin. I think in all honesty, that change alone would make up for the 40,000 trophies of just kind of stagnant rewards on a cycle, where it would give purpose and reason for those players to really want to get to 50,000 trophies and beating Brawl Stars. I can't be the only one that would adore a sense of completion when it comes to overall trophy pushing here in the game. Up until this point, trophy milestones up at this caliber are just self-motivated. People are left to make their own goals to achieve, which definitely has its own sense of reward, but I think Brawl Stars would benefit immensely having some feel of closure and completion when it comes to overall trophy pushing. But moving along here to our next useless thing in Brawl Stars, and that's going to be going to probably a foreseen one here on the list, the coin packs. Just kind of doing a little bit of head math here, the worst value coin pack, the 20 gem for 150 coins, nets to be roughly like $1.50 USD. Based on the true conversion rate of gems to coins, seeing that the $20 gem offer doesn't have any discounts attached to it, how about putting it up against one of the biggest currency sinks that that we have here in the game, maxing out a brawler from level 1 to level 11. In order to do that, you need 7,765 coins. In order to purchase those coins, you would need 1,035 gems, which would cost, based on the true value of coins, the conversion of gems to coins with no discounts, about $80, 77.65 to be specific. Just to demonstrate the absolute worthlessness of these coin packs, instead of spending 170 gems on the coin packs and you purchase the Brawl Pass at the cost of spending your effort, which it seems like Brawl Stars deems quite valuable. The total amount of coins along the Brawl Pass is 15,600. In order to get that many coins from the coin packs, you would need to spend 2,080 gems. Hey, you tell me, would you rather spend 170 gems with a little bit of effort, or 2,080, which, as you guys know, is over $100 USD. It is hilarious. And I want to make certain that I believe these conversion rates are also applied to the newer feature in this update, the purchase the missing resource option. It combines power points and coins into a gem amount, where this, say for example, 200 power points and 355 coins would cost 79 gems. So this is also not that great of a purchase to be made. It's almost like disguised with a new feature, with exceptions. For example, if you are very close to the amount that you need and it only costs like 5 gems, the convenience sometimes is worth it. Now, this useless feature, I don't foresee having any significant changes in the near future, which makes it unique compared to any of the other stuff that we talk about here in this video, just from the sole fact that this is the value of gems to coins here since the creation of Brawl Stars. It's just one of those things, much like the rest of the stuff in this video, that got more and more obsolete as things came to Brawl Stars. Getting resources from different things such as the Brawl Pass and other avenues has made things like this much more obsolete, where in the beginning of Brawl Stars it was still kind of a bad purchase, but in a version of Brawl Stars where you could really only get coins from the trophy road as well as boxes, it was still bad, but not as bad as it is today. Moving along to the next useless thing, and that's gonna be the special event game modes. Now, at a time in Brawl Stars, these special event game modes were the coolest thing in the game. People were actually looking forward to the weekend to play these game modes, trying to figure out the best strategies, content creators making videos on those topics, fun exploits being found, seeing that it's not trophy based, things like that was okay in the game. And they even had a ton of use in terms of progression. The fastest and the most efficient way to progress here in the game way back in the day was to spend your tickets in Robo Rumble with a token doubler. But today, no one necessarily looks forward to the special event game modes, and once again, it's attributed to them just being old and obsolete. Anything that could have been found in terms of fun and new gameplay from these game modes have already been found. Best strategies, exploits, things along those lines, because there haven't been new maps created for these game modes and no real reason to find anything new because it's already been explored. Really, the only reason people look forward, I think, to the special event game mode is the quest that comes out. Getting 100 tokens every single match for a grand total of 5 matches, being a total of 500 tokens. Though this seems like a positive, I think this has a hand in making the special event game modes not as enjoyable or sought after on top of it, where this quest just seems like a chore in order to get the tokens. You need to play 5 games in order to get it, thus making people not as competitive in the game modes as a whole. You guys do not know how many times I've logged into a special event game mode to get the quest done, and I will be the only one freaking attacking the boss in big game. Everyone logs in and just DCs. But a silver lining, I think the special event game modes have a good amount of potential in the future for updates around the corner. We've already had a special event game mode attempted to be made recently, the 8-bit minigame, which wasn't super successful or anything like that, but I think one really good special event game mode can drive so much attention to these weekend events, and some changes to the already existing weekend events here in the game, whether that's new maps or new strategies. I think where success lies in these special event game modes for a new one would be something that allows us to test the limits of brawlers here in this game, playing Brawl Stars in a way that's just super bizarre compared to other other avenues. I know the special event game modes have a unique twist in each and every one, but I think the bar has to be raised, making it feel like we are exploring a brawler's capabilities in a new way here in Brawl Stars. Whether that's like an ability swap game mode, maybe something like a 5v5 game mode. That's been something the community has been asking for quite some time. There's a lot of potential here in the special event game modes. They're just not super useful here in the game right now. But moving along to our next useless thing here in Brawl Stars, and that is going to be going to levels, experience level. There's a reason why one of the most reoccurring update ideas that I've seen from the community is an experience road, and that is people wanting a value from their level that they get in the game. We get experience with every single game that we play in Brawl Stars up to a maximum of 5,000 experience points in a playing session, and minus the minuscule rewards that we get for leveling up, just extra tokens. There's really no other source of value from gaining XP, to the point where it's not even a flex worthy thing. Me going up to a friend in the community saying, hey, I'm level 273 isn't something that would wow someone, right? I think the only somewhat interesting thing about levels that was discovered just recently is that there is a maximum, and that is a max of level 500. Once you get to that level, you can no longer exceed that point. But seeing that it seems like the Brawl Stars dev team programmed that in there as a like limiter level, not really necessarily expecting people to look forward to get to that rank, seeing that there's only like 3 people that managed to get to level 500 in the history of Brawl Stars, needing to put in close to 6,000 hours of playing the game. What they could do here, I'm not quite sure. I don't think they'll ever implement an experience road, but maybe something like exclusive cosmetic items that you can only obtain, for example, maybe once you get to like level 100 and every increment of 100, that people would know in game based on the skin that you are playing in game with, that you are a certain level in the game. Maybe like 100 is a blue color, 200 a purple, 300 like a lime green, who knows. But then finally, we make our way to the last useless thing that I have here in this video, and that is going to be going to one of the currencies in Brawl Stars, star points. Currencies are very important in any game. It's basically the in-game economy and how you play the game, how you progress. Now, you could make the argument based on updates here in the game, which currency is the most important, whether that's gems, coins, power points. I think we can all agree gems is probably the most important and the most sought after, but no one in Brawl Stars can make the argument that star points even comes close to the usefulness or importance of coins, power points, and by far not gems. Here at the point that I'm recording this video, the only use for star points in Brawl Stars is purchasing a select few skins in the star point shop. And that statement comes with a pretty dang big caveat, knowing that we are more than likely going to be getting some sort of star point special offers for progression, much like we had before this update with the big boxes and mega boxes. I would assume we will get that for credits in the very near future here. But even so, that would only be 2 use cases for these star points, to the point where we have endgame players, maxed out players hoarding star points, making the economy for star points completely useless. They have like 2 million. How in the world would the Brawl Stars dev team implement some sort of new feature that would allow those players to be able to spend that many star points? It's crazy to think about, and a perfect example as to why they are useless if players can accumulate that many. For changes here with the star points, I am not sure what they could do here. More shop offers for progression, more interesting skins being developed for star points, which we haven't gotten a new star point skin in quite some time. Maybe the star points could be exclusively a currency that we get for competitive Brawl Stars, so like Power League and stuff like that, not trophy reset. And then develop skins and things that those endgame players would be really inclined to purchase and be excited about. So cosmetic things such as banners, we've brought that up in the past, custom skins, custom profile icons, exclusive to only being purchased by star points. That way, in order to get those sought after things, you would have to explore different facets of Brawl Stars, much like Power League and things like that. I have no idea. I just know that there needs to be something here with star points, dude. The long lost and memed on currency in the game. But there you have it, everyone. Those are the most useless things in Brawl Stars here in this video today. Be sure to let me know what you're thinking about the stuff we discussed. Also, I would love to hear some of your potential changes you would make to these useless things to make an update exciting for changes to them. But yeah, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios, and take care.